We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got a gain of 6 there. Llroe there for the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. This one's taken in by Hill. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Escapes the pocket. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second down carry for Jones. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They're giving it to Jones on the option. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. New set of downs for him at the 38. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On second down, Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Daniels back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down from the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Marcus Williams has it.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They give it to him again. He's contained at the line for no gain. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Jackson. complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3. Launches one deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Lamar throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Jackson's going to throw again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
First and 10, here's Jones. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Sanusi Kane able to make that stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Daniels from the pistol. Buying some time right. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First down throw for Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Now it's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They put Flowers in motion right. Again, it's Jackson to the air. That's incomplete left side.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. And again, it's Jackson. He has the first over the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Hand off to the back. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Llroe there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 42. He completes it in traffic. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson on third down. Completes this one to Hill. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Man in motion, headed right. Play fake here. Daniels bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Adisa Isaac stops him there.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Woo. Unfortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
13. It's not.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Lamar now from the gun. Gets this to Bateman. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Okay, 3rd and just 2 to go.
Let's go now.
They give to Jones, right side. A lot of grass ahead. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, they were obviously more concerned with a pass that wasn't coming. Great decision to hand it off, and an even better running to gallop all the way to the end zone.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to look, right from the playbook, right? That's why you run an RPO. That defense can't be right. You're playing pass, well, I'll hand it off, and my running back can do the damage.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Lamar back to throw. He throws a bullet to the center. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Putting the tight end in motion. Daniels on 1st down. Able to find Jones. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 39. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and short, Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. Completed to his running back. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back to 60. Go.
Again, Daniels to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're set up at the 35 now. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Jones reels it in. And he's down to the 8 before going out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Chased out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, it turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Return it.
Looking to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it. He's on the move. He can run it. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Let's go.
1st down, ball at the 36. And they send a man in motion.
Check go.
Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Fits it through the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. 16 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Hey, check that. Ready?
A give left side to Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Here we go.
going to the ground again on first. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Lamar off the play fake. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They send the tight end in motion. From the 45 on 2nd down. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They kick the running back in motion. On first down, here's Daniels. Cut near the goal line. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's going to push one deep down the right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. First and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Jones once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd down, here's Jones. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Report! Set up!
On fourth down, snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Alpha, set on! 180! What a shot!
Jackson yet again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Lamar throwing again. Rolling left behind. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Lamar now from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense. I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Commanders have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. Third and 4 coming up now.
Set up! Spiking 18! Set up!
Now Daniels off the play action. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know you got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Up and good from Joseph. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Not. You are X. Set on!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got it deep downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided. Zay Flowers the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. This taken from the 12. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go.
It's Jones on the toss. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Let's go now.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Lion.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back now, pressure on its way. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready, shot.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Getting out to his left. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Now here's Lamar. Has it downfield, working the left. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Thirteen. Go. Go right here. Hey, middle. To the hard.
On first down, Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Now it's Jackson. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Rig alert. Cut 19. 70 Rangers. Huh. Take go.
On the carry, this is Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Has a man. It's Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down carry for Jones. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This is Jones. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
I can sure bury an offense for that kind of call. I may do that later, but let me just take this opportunity to give some serious praise to the defense to create that kind of loss, Kate, in a situation where you normally expect to see an offense move the chains. That is a gold star effort from this defense.
And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Good return here of 19 yards. And the Ravens will go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got his target. It's Hill. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Trying to push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's a give to Jones. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Check smash.
not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Commanders keep running away with this. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
180. You. Set up.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Set up.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Commanders.